The assembly will now come to order. The chief clerk will call the roll.
Assembly members Anderson, Backus, Brown May, Carter, Cole, Considine, Dahlia, DeLong, Dickman, De Silva, Edgeworth, Flanagan, Gallant, Gonzalez, Goulding, Gray, Gurr, Hafen, Hanson, Hardy, Hibbets, Hunt, Jackson, Howdigy, Karras, Kasama, Koenig, LaRue Hatch, Marzola, Miller, Monroe Moreno, Moore, Mosca, Nadeem, Wynn, O'Neill, Orentlicker, Roth, Torres Fawcett, Watts, Urick, Speaker Yeager.
Here, Assemblymember Mosca.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There are 42 members present.
The record shall so reflect we have 42 members present. That means we do have a quorum. Would members of the Assembly and guests please rise? We have the prayer this morning by Pastor Gavin Jarvis from Livingstone's Church right here in Carson City, Nevada.
Lord God, you have made us all in your image, and all of humanity has been tasked to cultivate and steward the culture and civilization you have placed us in. And you have appointed these assemblymen and assemblywomen and their staff for the tasks in front of them every day. And I pray that this assembly today would show the hard work and labor of their efforts, and that your guiding hand would be with each member here to strengthen the work of their hands. Happy are those who you show your grace to, O God. And I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order Business 2, reading and approval of the journal.
Carson City, Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. The Assembly called to order at 11:35
Assemblymember
a.m.
Mosca.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I motion to dispense with further reading of the journal and authorize the Speaker and Chief Clerk to make the necessary corrections or additions.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. That will take us to Order of Business 12, general file and third reading.
Senate Bill number 458, introduced by the Committee on Finance, makes a supplemental appropriation to the Office of the Secretary of State for an unanticipated shortfall related to travel, operating, and information services expenses. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate and Assembly, do enact as follows: Section 1, end of Section 1, Section 2, end of Section 2, end of bill.
Are there any amendments to Section 1 or the bill as a whole?
There are none.
Are there any remarks? Seeing none, the Chief Clerk will open the roll. Would anyone like to change their vote? Chief Clerk will record the vote. There are 28 ayes, 14 nays. The bill having received a constitutional majority, declare it passed and ordered transmitted to the Senate. Members, that concludes our formal business on the floor, so we'll move to Order Business 15, remarks from the floor. Let's start with Assemblymember Hafen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I do have multiple Order Business 15s. Order Business 15. Thank you. So to start off, this year, the Keystone Corporation, they're here having their legislative day, and they're proud to celebrate their 30th anniversary. Founded here in Nevada in 1995, Keystone is a statewide business-led nonprofit organization, nonpartisan organization committed to advancing policies that support private sector jobs, responsible regulations, low taxation, and effective delivery of essential state services. Keystone's board of directors is comprised of respected business leaders and distinguished former elected officials. For 3 decades, Keystone has brought together business and community leaders to engage in the legislative process and advocate for a strong and sustainable economy that benefits all Nevadans. And then today, Mr. Speaker, I have the Keystone Corporation Board President, Brett Sutton, with me. Brett is an attorney and managing partner at Sutton Hague Law Corporation with offices in both Nevada and California. He lives in Las Vegas, and he's licensed to practice in both Nevada and California with over 35 years of experience. If you guys would all please give a warm welcome to Brett and the Keystone Corporation. And if you would, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to rise today in recognition of the victory of the elephants versus donkeys. On Tuesday night, the Republicans and Democrats faced off in our semi-annual donkey versus elephant basketball classic, a long-standing tradition of sportsmanship here in Carson City, where we successfully raised money to help the Seniors in Service, a Nevada charity with over 20 years of service to seniors in the state. I won't brag about the final score being more than bills that were passed. When the final buzzer did sound, though, it is now, since I've been in office, the Republicans have failed to lose. This session, I decided to come out of retirement like Michael Jordan and step foot on the game, which really was horribly. I think my back, shoulder, knees, and feet will be paying for that moment all the way through sine die and then some in the interim. But I do want to just say a big thank you to everybody that came, participated, cheered along, especially our females. They looked like they were part of the Aces team. They were fantastic. My colleague to my right over here hit some clutch free throws. But then our cold-blooded killer in the back just put the icing on the cake and put the game. And my colleague for wearing loafers on the court, good for you. I hope your shoulder's healing well. But it was a huge success, lots of fun. And so thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I have lots more jokes, but I'll take them outside with you guys later.
And I have advised legal that there will be an onslaught of workers' compensation claims as a result of generally out-of-shape, unathletic people trying to play full-court basketball for 90 minutes. So a round of applause to everybody who played in the game. And I'd say we'll get them next time, but I don't think I'm supposed to tell mistruths from up here at the podium, so we'll do our best. Let's go next to Assemblymember Carter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I rise in recognition of May 1st, International Workers' Day, a day that honors the enduring contributions, struggles, and triumphs of working people here at home and around the world. Nevada's story is deeply intertwined with the story of labor, from the early days of mining in the Silver State to the vibrant hospitality, entertainment, construction, and renewable energy sectors that power our economy today. Workers have always been the foundation of our prosperity. Whether it's the culinary workers and housekeepers on the Las Vegas Strip, the laborers who build our infrastructure, the public servants keeping our state running, or the miners in rural Nevada, their contributions deserve recognition, respect, and real protections. Our state has a proud labor tradition, one that includes strong unions that have fought tirelessly for fair wages, safe workplaces, and benefits that uplift not only their members, but entire communities. Organizations like the AFL-CIO, Culinary Union, Operating Engineers, Southern Nevada Building Trades Unions, IBEW, Teamsters, Northern Nevada Building Trades Union, CCEA, SMART, UBC, LIUNA, United Association of Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, NSEA, and so many others have shaped a more just Nevada. From the factory floors to the classrooms, from construction sites to hospitals, from delivery routes to digital workspaces. Workers form the backbone of our economy and the heart of our communities. On this day, we remember that the labor movement paved the way for many of the rights we now hold dear. Safe working conditions, the 8-hour workday, the right to organize, and protections against exploitation. While the labor movement has won many victories, we know the work is not done. Many Nevadans still struggle to make ends meet despite working full-time. Others face job insecurity, lack of health care, or unsafe working conditions. On this International Workers' Day, let us recommit ourselves to policies that raise wages, expand labor protections, support collective bargaining, and invest in workforce development. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Assemblymember Wynn.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As chair of the Asian American Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander Nevada Legislative Caucus, it is my honor to rise today in recognition of May as Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I would also like to take a moment to recognize my fellow caucus members, Assembly Member from District 3, 5, 14, 16, 28, and 34, and in the other chamber, the Senator from District 3. May is a time to celebrate the beauty, resilience, and rich cultures across the ANHPI communities that helped build this country from the ground up. May was chosen for this month of celebration for key moments in history: the arrival of the first Japanese immigrant to the United States on May 7th, 1843, and to mark the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad on May 10th, 1869. A feat made possible by thousands of Chinese laborers who risked their lives to lay the tracks, often under inhumane conditions. From migrant laborers to trailblazing scientists, from nurses and small business owners to artists and educators and legislators, the ANHPI story is the American story. But celebration must also come with action. Last month, we marked Language Access Month, a reminder that millions of ANHPI individuals, particularly our elders and recent immigrants, continue to face barriers to fully participate in our democracy. When public health information, legal documents, or emergency services are not accessible in the languages our communities speak, it is not just a service gap, but it's a civil rights issues. Our communities are not asking for special treatment. We are demanding to be seen, to be heard, and to be served equitably. And that's exactly why we celebrate this month, but while we celebrate, we must also be honest. Our federal partners need to do more. Our communities deserve real investment in language access, in protection against hate, in leadership pipelines that reflect the diversity of this great nation, and so much more. State legislature like ours are doing the work, but we cannot do it alone. This month and every month, we recommit ourselves to the fight for equity and dignity for all ANHPI communities, not just in words, but also in real action. Please join us in celebrating, uplifting, and standing in solidarity with the ANHPI communities across our state and nation. We have some awesome reference information for all of you at the desk, where you can learn about some of your former and current colleagues. I know there was a couple of surprises today in terms of their ethnic background. So please read that and let me know if I missed anyone. And Mr. Speaker, if I could ask your approval to put the remarks to be entered into today's journal. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
And we will enter those remarks in today's journal. We'll go next to Assemblymember Goulding.
Thank you, Speaker. I have two guests with me today. First, I have Brandon Hess. He is my intern, part of the UNR internship program, and a highly valued member of the Assembly District 27 team. And also today we have Eric Carlson. For such a young man, he has lived in an impressive number of foreign countries, and so it is delightful to have you here with us today. He's very interested in seeing the democratic process in action, so please help me make them feel welcome on the floor today.
Assemblymember Urick.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I rise to recognize Nevada Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Day, a day of solemn remembrance for the brave men and women who gave their lives in sacrifice to our state and its people. Before I served in this body, many of you know I spent 20 years as a police officer with the city of Henderson. I've stood shoulder to shoulder with officers who put on the uniform knowing the risks, yet answered the call without hesitation. I felt the weight of the badge and the responsibility that it carries to protect, to serve, and sometimes to sacrifice. As we remember the names etched into the memorial wall in Carson City here later this afternoon, we remember more than just fallen officers. We remember mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters, human beings who gave everything for something greater than themselves. Now, as a legislator and as a managing partner of a law firm that represents injured first responders, I see their legacy in every client that I serve, in every public policy decision that we make. Their sacrifice demands more than gratitude. It demands action, support, and enduring respect for those who continue to serve on our streets today. To the families left behind, we see you. We honor your loss, and we pledge to never forget. Mr. Speaker, I ask that this body would take a moment to reflect, not just in a brief moment of silence, but also in purpose, to honor the legacy of Nevada's fallen officers through our words, our laws, and our leadership. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Assemblymember Hardy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, I am very honored to be able to introduce a guest I have with me. This is Dan Tuntlin. He is with the Keystone Corporation. He's the vice president of the board there. He is also the principal of DJT Real Estate Company and specializes in land investments. He's also on the board of NAOP, and he's a trustee for the UNLV Foundation. And I have the privilege to get to know Dan as a friend many years before I actually even thought of running for office or became acquainted with Keystone. And since then, he's become just an even greater friend and a dear friend to my family. And so it's just so wonderful to have him here with Keystone, but also, more importantly to me, as a friend. So please give him a warm welcome.
Assemblymember O'Neill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for letting me go late because Fritch Elementary School, one of our elementary schools here in Carson, is in the building today, and I was hoping they'd be down here on in the gallery with us. But if you should see them wandering around the halls, please make them feel welcome. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Assemblymember Edgeworth.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's a real honor to welcome a friend of mine from Las Vegas here to the floor today. Pauline Lee is a dynamic force in Nevada. She's a woman who her influence extends across law, business, the arts, and community advocacy. She currently serves as the treasurer of Keystone Corporation. She's a practicing attorney licensed in 3 states. Pauline has served as the general counsel for the Asian Chamber of Commerce. She co-founded the Asian Bar Association of Las Vegas and was a founding board member of the Asian Community Development Council. Good timing for our month that we're celebrating now. Her impact doesn't stop there, though. She was a former president of the Nevada State Medical Association Alliance, and now she lends her leadership to the Las Vegas Arts Commission, and she's a dedicated commissioner. Please join me in making her feel welcome to the People's House.
Assemblymember De Silva.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I have with me my friend David Evans from Clark County. He and his wife have been residents of Nevada for 14 years and raised 2 daughters in Las Vegas. He has over 12 years of experience in the financial services industry and specializes in assisting seniors throughout Nevada with the development of comprehensive financial plans to manage their assets effectively through retirement. He's also a board member of Right Care, a group that helps children with access to speech therapy, which they provide for free. Let's welcome David to the People's House.
Assemblymember Dahlia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to briefly recognize a slightly early birthday for our colleague from Assembly District 20, whose birthday is tomorrow. This marks his 3rd birthday here in Carson City as a member of this body. He comes to us from Las Vegas, where he is a distinguished professor at UNLV's Boyd School of Law. To those who don't know him, he has a very unique background. He holds degrees from both Harvard Medical School and Harvard Law School, which, as far as my rudimentary research reveals, makes him possibly the most academically decorated legislator we've ever had. He is also a father, a writer, a former Indiana legislator, couldn't get enough, and I'm sure we saw this coming, a talented Cajun dancer. So, in all seriousness, whether as a doctor, attorney, educator, or multi-state legislator, our colleague has never stopped putting his gifts to work for the betterment of his community. I'm so honored to serve with him and call him a friend. As is custom, please join us for kosher cake in the caucus room to celebrate his birthday immediately after we adjourn. And more immediately, please join me in wishing him a very happy early birthday.
Assemblymember Howdigi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, we're celebrating 31 incredible years of a woman who's as bright as her hometown Phoenix sun, as vibrant as her Mexican heritage, and as iconic as a Taylor Swift bridge. Whether she's in her reputation era or living her best midnight's life, she does it all with corazon, style, and strength. Here's to a year filled with moments so great they deserve their own track on the next Taylor Swift album. Keep shining, Liz. Your Nevada story is just getting started, and we are honored to have you on our team. On behalf of the Assembly, can we all wish Liz Luna a very happy birthday?
Lots of cake, lots of birthdays, lots of basketball injuries. Any other order of business 15 remarks from the floor to this afternoon? Assemblymember Mosca.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Some announcements for the floor. As was shared by our colleague from District 19, today is the Law Enforcement Memorial Day at 1 p.m. on the Capitol Mall. We hope you will stop by. Tomorrow, there will be a Taiwan Day event in room 3100 from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This celebration will include a luncheon, public speakers, and more, so be sure to stop by. And seeing no business before us, Mr. Speaker, I move that the Assembly stand adjourned until Monday, May 5th, 2025 at the hour of 11:30 a.m.
Assemblymember Mosca has moved that the Assembly stand adjourned until Monday, May 5th, 2025 at the hour of 11:30 a.m. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned.